If you are a person who has written GRE at home and you're wishing to now apply for the US for the spring or the fall of 23, this video is a very important video for you. I'm sure you are aware of the background. During COVID, ETS allowed GRE to be written at home. That's a good thing because students that way were able to write a test even when the centers were closed due to COVID. However, what has happened is there has been a mass scale of copying that has taken place. And the net impact of this is being felt right now. Though the awareness of this mass scale of copying was published in various media across India and the US, the fact of the matter is no action was taken so far simply because across the board organizations were hard pressed for manpower. With COVID having impacted, these organizations were not able to actually take any corrective action. However, now quite a few developments are coming forward and you, a person aspiring to go to US, should be aware of. Let's try to understand where all this issue of mass copying is impacting any aspirant who is looking forward to going abroad, specifically to US, by using the GRE at home scope. ETS by itself has now started investigating the scores of various students. Quite a case have come where students, while trying to submit the scores to various colleges that they are applying to, ETS has reverted to them saying that the score has been nullified because they suspect that the score is not a true reflection of the candidate's abilities. So in cases where ETS believes the fact that the score could be an outcome of copying, then they are basically pulling back that score. Students are then getting messages from ETS asking them to justify or to prove if the score is a genuine score or not. The fact of the matter is it's very tough for any students to prove that. Now this is becoming a big challenge because students are getting to know of it only when they are applying for the colleges, and by then it becomes too late for them, the students that is, to rewrite the GRE test. The second impact is happening when students are going for the visa interview. When students are going for the visa interview, the VO is basically checking whether the GRE is a possible score or a cheatable score. A few indications include high GRE score with low AW score, high GRE score but not backed up by good academics. Now in such cases, the visa officer is denying the visa for the students, and this has been a major reason for denial of visa for quite a few students. Unfortunately, in this case as well, the students can't defend it because VOs don't need to give any reason or justification for decline of visa. The third case has happened for students whereby they have been given the visa. But do remember, if you go to the website, you will realize the fact that it's clearly mentioned by the US government that getting yourself a visa is not getting yourself the right to enter the US. Now what has happened is students, after getting visa, have boarded the plane, reached the US soil. But when they are going in the queue for immigration, that is where they are being stopped and sent back. Now this has especially happened during the summer and spring of 22. Probably the reason is that during the visa time this investigation was not full blown and visa was given, but later when the student actually landed up in US, this issue had become a serious one to deny the student an opportunity to enter the US soil. This issue has also happened during application time. Quite a few colleges now are not accepting the GRE at home results. Now this is a blanket ban. Unfortunately, this has also impacted students who probably did not cheat. Colleges like ASU, the Arizona State University, have actually said that you cannot apply with the GRE at home score. You need to rewrite the GRE if you wish to get into such colleges. Now these are colleges which have actually indicated openly. We are aware of many other colleges where the colleges have denied admission to students just because they have suspected that the GRE score is not a valid one. We have had many cases of students with profiles not as good ending up getting admission, but students with better profiles but applying with a score which does not seem credible enough being denied the admission. Net impact of all this is what? If you are a person with a GRE at home score and you wish to apply to the US, you need to be very careful because there are many hurdles which are there which can actually result in your dreams being shattered. So what is the recommendation? You could do either of the two things. One, apply to colleges which do not need GRE. That way you are not actually using the GRE at home results. However, this might not be the right suggestion, not a recommendation. The reason is, post-COVID, quite a few colleges are going back to the pre-COVID time of demanding a decent GRE score. So the second recommendation is a stronger recommendation. Strongly recommend you to rewrite your GREs. Don't worry about the fact that in this case, what will happen if your GRE score is lower than what it was in the first attempt, that is the GRE at home attempt. Understand the fact that ETS has said they will be cancelling that score, which means even colleges will not get to know the GRE at home score. It is important that you understand the implication of it because quite a few students have lost opportunity of getting admission in good colleges or to fly to US simply because of the mass copying, which unfortunately they might not have been involved in, but something that has occurred.